YouTube, what's happening? It is Sunday, July 13th, and now we're going to do WNBA. It's been a couple days since I've done a WNBA video because there's mainly like 2 games a day. Today there's 4 games, and then we have no baseball for the next week. So let me show you how it's going to work. I'm doing a video for today. There's 4 games today. Got you for a video, no problem. Monday, Tuesday, there's 2 games each. I got a video for Monday to cover both days. Cool? Cool. Okay, gotcha. I might split them up because there's only 2 games. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do at least a video Monday, tomorrow. It might have all 4. It might just have Monday. We'll see. Wednesday will have its own video because it's 5 games. And then after that, well, you see they're on a break then. So then they go to their all-star break. So we're at that weird time. July is like the chillest month for me overall for this thing because MLB has a break, WNBA has a break, MLS only has a game every. There's a bunch of games on Wednesday for MLS, but then other than that, maybe a Saturday. So I get kind of a break, kind of nice. Can't hate on it. So I got you for videos today. I know some of you like, where's WNBA? It's been a busy ass weekend. So busy. So I'll be getting baseball out. The WNBA is taking the back burner, but not right now. We're back. So we got our 4 games. We're going to jump to it. Let's go ahead and jump at that first game right now. All right. First game on the slate for today is going to be Dallas and Indiana. We also need to make sure we pull up our injuries because we got to make sure everybody's healthy and everybody's playing. So we'll just look at it before each game. How about that? If I forget, remind me, yell at me. I'll hear it. Don't worry. Yeah, that's how that works. Oh, man. Dallas, Indiana, currently with Indiana 9.5-point favorite, sort of 174.5 total. We go to the spreadsheet. We can look at our numbers, and we can see how everything has been in the last so many games. Dallas is 6-15, Indiana's 11-10. You can see they're both 5-5 last 10. Indiana is number 1 2-point defense in the last 5 games. Pretty good. They both are terrible from 3, the Garden of 3. 2 of the bottom 3 teams. There's only 13 teams, remember that. So they're both tied for 6 at 33% from 3. Dallas can't shoot from 2, period. And Indiana has the number 1 defense. So Indiana at home by 9.5 is probably the move, but we will look. We need to look at injuries and all that fun stuff too. So let's do that. All right, got the injuries pulled up for both teams. Well, actually all teams. You can see everybody here. Dallas has a handful of people out. You can see who's out. And the return day is all going to be literally, this is today for you, but everybody else is after. So probable, we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then we get Indiana, we come on down. Actually, Indiana doesn't even have anybody on the injury list, which is actually a good news for them. So, all right, cool. So Indiana's fully healthy. Good stuff. Back to the spreadsheet, we can see our numbers, everything. Defense is looking like it's slacking. 174 is our total. Can we potentially hit that? That is 162 with 161. That is a very narrow range. It's 174. Indiana's defense is good. Like, they're shutting you down, and they're 12th, though. So we got an obvious lean to the under based on the stats. We have a lean to Indiana on the stats. Let's go look at the pitcher props. What am I saying? Player props, and we need to see what we got cooking over here. So let's load this up. And why is this too shrink? There we go. Fix that. Thank you. Currently, we have the outlier. Link in the pinned comment. Click it. Sign up. Get you a week for free. Obviously, pick the right week if you want it. So, but still, you get a week anytime you want it. So, this is all the let's do overs first. That way, all the overs for this game. Overs, all we have is Boston over 27.5 PRA because Boston is pretty damn good. We know this. Let's look at Boston right quick. And you can see how she has been doing. Absolutely beasting. 28 on a 27. That was too close. We want a little bit more cushion. We want like a 3 or 4 cushion if we're going to consider this. So not good enough. Let's go look at the unders to see who has not been performing. Clark. Under 3s, 5 in a row now. Really? All right, Clark. What's happening? And then I will never take under 1.5 threes ever. I will never do that for any men's or women's. I will never do that. Clark 3.3s. I mean, if you've taken under 3s in the last 5 games, you have been making money because she was out for this too, and now she was terrible before she was out. I mean, this is like 1 for 23, right? I think it was based on the 3 points. Yeah, it was 1 for 23. You can see that. Since she's been back, she is 2 for 5 and 1 for 7. That makes her 3 for 12, which is better. It is better. So she's still getting the swing of things. So now she's going up against Dallas, who's the worst 3-point defense in the country. Literally. Number 13. Remember that. So if you're going to pop against anybody, this is who you pop against. Absolutely. So your number's 2.5 today. If we go to the over side, it's sitting at plus 100. You're telling me I could take probably the best 3-point shooter in the league who's slumping right now. Absolutely. 100% slumping. We know this. Will not deny that. Who head-to-head, last 2 times, Faith popped a 5 and a 6. I mean, and before, yeah, she's in a slump, but she was also injured. So I almost want to take this. I could take 3 plays in this game. Hell, I might take 3 plays in this game. I could take the under, I could take Indiana, and I could take Clark threes. Threes for Clark would be a little more of a, like, okay, we're playing the numbers here. We're playing the defense versus the potential setup, you know what I'm talking about? So, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna do that. We're gonna take multiple plays in this game. I'm going to bump these down. So I need you to copy down here. So Dallas, Indiana, let's see. First one though, I am going to take Indiana at home by 9.5. So we're going to do that minus 9.5. I think them at home is enough. Their defense being number 1 versus number 12 for Dallas is a massive difference. And then the fact that you get the best, you get shooters who shoot a lot of threes against somebody who can't stop 3-point shooting. Yeah, I'll take that every day, because look at the difference between 11 and 13. That's only 2 spots, but that is a 5% difference. That is massive. You're allowing 40% from 3. In professional? Nah, no. You're going to have a rough day. And Indiana's at home. Give me that, but I'm also going to take this Clark prop. I'm taking the over. I know. You're going to be like, what? Really? Yes. I expect her to go off and have a pop today. I expect her to take like 7 to 10 threes and hit at least 3 of them. That's all I need to do. Hit 3 threes. That's all you got to do. When we hit a plus 100, beautiful stuff. So give me Clark. Clark over 2.5 threes. Because she's facing the literal best possible matchup of the entire season. If you can't pop here, it might be a long season. So give me the threes next. All right, game 2 is going to be Atlanta and New York. Beautiful matchup. Great matchup overall. 12-8 Atlanta, 13-6 New York. Man, New York was what, 10-0 on point, now 13-6. Crazy. 180. 3.5, 166.5 spreadsheet. We'll start with the total. Can we rock with a 166? What's that tell us there? Third play for the last game was all seen under as well, but we're going Indiana and Clark heavy. So this comes out to a 170. That comes out to a 173. So we have a 170 to 173 range based on the offenses and defensive averages. We're sitting at a 166. So potentially we could go over. This seems like it might be over. So let's look at the other stuff. We have defensive numbers, ratings, 10v8 to the offense. Atlanta offense versus New York defense leans Atlanta heavily. That is a push when it goes the other side. 1v12, there's your matchup right there. Atlanta scoring inside versus New York not allowing scoring. Atlanta's going to score at will, it looks like, based on this. This is a push, this versus that. New York's going to be able to hit some threes on Atlanta because Atlanta's 3-point defense is about as bad as Dallas's. 38%, 39, they're both bottom 2. 12v7. Yeah, so New York's going to have the 3-point range. Indiana's going to do, Atlanta is going to do what they want to do on the inside. Clearly with that number 1, 55% shooting versus allowing 57%. Yeah, Atlanta's going to shoot however they want inside. Rebounds are going to go to Atlanta clearly. The assists are going to go there. They're both very fast. That's why we could also take the over here. That's why the over might be a play, because they are very fast teams. And you're making a lot of fast layups. That is nice. So over is absolutely a play in my mind. Let's go look at the props. Get rid of you. Change you to you. Let's see if we got anything looking good. Let's start with the over first, like we do. Oh, look at all the overs in the last 5. All right, so it's all in except for Cloud. We got Canada, we got Gray, we got Jones, we got Cloud on the other team, and we got Griner. That is a lot of people. All right, so I can't tip how, man, I don't like when 4 people are going over. That's kind of crazy. 25 on a 17 looks amazing, but you're a guard. I want inside scoring today. Sorry, that's what I want. I want inside shooters, not outside shooters. So and we're gonna take, no, sorry. Gray, PRA 25.5. See, I don't like this drop off here. That's not good. That looks good, but then this Indiana shuts you down. That is concerning. You're a guard, though. Indiana's good at defense. We know this. We just saw how good they are at defense. Forward, here we go. Points, rebounds, 20.5. Indiana shut you down, too. What was that game? 99 to 82. No, not feeling it. Cloud, PR, guard. Ugh. I think I'm liking the over, just the over in general, because of how fast these 2 teams are. And then Griner doing Griner things. I don't particularly, no. Let's go. Anybody pop on the under? It looks amazing. Stewart and Gray. I will never take Stewie under. Not a chance. I've seen Stewie pops when Stewie pops, and Gray under 3s. I'm not feeling that. I think what I'm feeling is just we're going to trust the tempo, and we're going to trust Atlanta being good at what they do. New York getting some advantages against Atlanta poor defense. I can see a lot of running. If they make their shots, they should hit this over easily. So we're going to go over. Put this back where it belongs. We're going to go over 166.5. That's going to be my thought for this one. Next. All right, moving on. Next. We have, it's going to be Connecticut and Los Angeles. All right, probably the worst team versus somebody who is good at offense but bad at defense. That's gonna be a weird little matchup. We have LA is 11.5 favorites at home with a 162 total. Let's go to the sheet and we see 13s galore. 13 is the worst you can be. There's only 13 teams. So offensively, LA's good. Like you can't deny LA's good at offense. They're good. Defensively, they give up. Now, they're the team that they're going to score a lot of points, but they're going to give up points too. But then Connecticut's going to give up to everybody. So they just give up. Period. They're done. So, oh man. Let's see. They are combining for a 158 to 176 range. That is a damn big range. Ooh. And the totals are right in the middle of it. Of course it is. So, LA team total might be the way to go. That might be the way to go. They're shooting great and they're going against the worst defense. I literally, it has to be the play, right? It has to be LA. Let's go look at the LA team total right quick before we do this. Do team props. LA team total. It's gonna be 80 something, isn't it? It's got to be 80 something. Yeah, it's 80. It's 87.5. Oh my God, that's a high total. All right. Their average is 84 in the last 5. They're giving up. They're facing Connecticut, who is giving up 89.4. So this isn't bad. We could actually. I might even take 88.5. We'll just go with Connecticut's average, which is 89.5, which is be plus 105. 87 is 102. We could definitely rock with that. Let's go look at the. Look at injuries. Let's do that. Injuries, Connecticut. I forgot to do last game, but that's fine. Mabry is still out. Okay. I don't really care about you too much. Let's see. LA. Cameron Brink, you're out. Return, blah, blah, blah. I still think they're going to score, no problem. Good stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. It sounds crazy. I'm going to go for it. I think if they can keep these numbers up like they've been doing versus the worst defense, which they statistically they should. When you have the best possible match, you should you should increase your numbers based on this. You can't get a better matchup than this. So that's what we do here. We take advantage of matchups and lines. So let's go look at props too, just in case. Make sure you ain't missing nothing that looks good. So Sun Sparks, load them up. Unders, there are none. There's not a single under. So let's go look at the overs. And we see it is Hamby over 18.5 points and assists. I don't think I like that. Yeah, no. It peaked and came back down. 21 on an 18 is not bad, but this right here, I like my idea of LA points better. I also like LA just a crush period. Like, I think LA is winning their games by 2, but they're losing their games by 2. They're losing their games by damn 15. They're an 11-point favorite. LA should crush. They have won games they shouldn't have won. Connecticut just loses every game. So I kind of want to do both. Can I do both? Let's just take the points. Let's be smart. Let's not be crazy. I like the 2 plays I did in the Dallas Indiana game, but this one I'm gonna be a little smarter. I think we're gonna take advantage of their defensive number right here and their offensive number, and we're gonna split the difference and hope if everything stays average, we should be good. So we come over here to game lines. We see 87.5 splits the difference easily. So 102 team total over is what we're gonna go for. So LA team total over 87.5 is what I'm going to go for next. All right, game 4, last game, and we have Seattle and Washington. Currently, we have Seattle 7.5-point favorites at home with a 159.5 total. Spreadsheet, we see our numbers. Both offenses struggling. This is going to be a defensive This is going to be a defensive matchup. I broke the sheet. Oh man, and you can see it's a live data sheet. So yeah. It's a Google Sheet. What can you do? I can move things around. But the offenses are absolutely terrible recently. Look how bad these offenses are. They are not. Damn it, did it again. Offenses are not good. They are just not good at all. They are struggling something fierce. Defense, number 1. I mean, under, what are we looking at points wise? This is 153. This is 158. The total was at 159. So the range is under the 159s it is. They can't score, period. Let's go look at props. Maybe some under props might be worth it. Actually, let's go look at injuries first. Let's be safe. Washington, Georgia's out. So, well, Georgia has surgery. She's done. Seattle, Kalu is out. She's also done. So, yeah, these 2 teams have not been without these 2 for a while. So, props over in this game is going to go boop, boop. And we see we have, well, no overs, not a single over. So, we can't even worry about that. Under, yeah, I assume we have some unders. Mainly Brittany Sykes or under. Now, we'll look at Sykes PRA, and then I'll never look at 1.5 under. I already said that. You have burned me when I take your unders. Like, I think this is where I took your under last time. Maybe it was here, or maybe it was the week before. Somewhere in here, I took an under. You popped you didn't hit for me. So I don't like that. I don't trust you. So here we got Sykes, PRA popped off last game. literally. So I don't know if we could trust that at all either. So I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Did we dare take that under? Based on these numbers, we should take the under because hell, the defenses can't do anything. I mean, the offenses can't do anything. 10 and 12, 10 and 11. They can't shoot threes, that's for sure. Against these good defenses, they might even shoot worse than that. Seattle's a little bit better here. Ratings, 2 of the bottom 3 teams, 2 of the top 5 defenses. Under 159, it looks like the way statistically is what we gotta do. We gotta go under 159. It feels weird, but I'm taking it. We're going with the numbers. We follow them, good or bad. That's what happens, and it works out in the long run. So that's it. That's all our games. And WNBA is so short. It's only 4 games. Now we come back to the schedule. Now tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow's Monday. I will do a video tomorrow. It'll probably be all 4 games. I'll decide. I gotta see if we have lines for these games for Tuesday. That's all what it matters. If not, it would be just the 2 games. Either way, I got you. Don't worry. I'm back. I was busy. I'm not that busy right now, so I got you. So I'll be back tomorrow. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments if I missed or overlooked or whatever. Put in the comments what you want to see. I'm going to do some more educational videos since I got a little bit of time because of baseball being on break this week. So I'm doing some new things out there. So appreciate you being here. Check out the HQ. Check out Outlier. And I will see you tomorrow on Monday for some more WNBA. Peace.